What's up, guys? Tristan here from Reborn Cinema, and today I'm bringing you a Cinema 4D beginners tutorial of the interface and basic commands that you can do. Alright, so I'm going to go over the actual important stuff in great detail, but minor stuff that you're going to learn in the editing pack that I've sent a download link to in the description down there. It's going to be in there, and they'll teach you those other things in depth. So first off, we've got these tools up here. These are the moving your view around the scene, and this is the move tool. You can move your view. This is the zoom in and out tool. You can also use your mouse wheel, and this is the rotate tool. It rotates your view, and that's why I like Cinema 4D more than 3ds Max. 3ds Max, you got a little cube on the top corner. You have to click that for views and stuff, and the program's a lot more sophisticated, and it's not worth it in my book. So I'm not a major 3D editor. I just use it for some of my projects, and I don't need it to be like cartoon industry. But anyway, this is the view. I call this the view port because it's just a little box. There's a few boxes of different views you can have. And if you don't have a mouse wheel, like I did before, you just click that and you highlight the one, click it again. But if you do have a mouse wheel, you can just press it in on the place that you want to go. See? I just want to be in the default view for now, though, just for the tutorial. Alright, so now that we've learned all these, we can get started in creating other things. Alright, so this right here is the lights for your scene. In here are cameras for your scene. And these are floors, backgrounds, skies, stuff like that. And these are for modeling. You don't need to worry about these yet. These basically bend, twist, and change it anyway like that. These, I don't really use these that much, so you shouldn't worry about that. Like I said, until you get the tutorials. NURBs, these are for modeling. Lines, those are more advanced. And this is your object tab. I'm just going to make a platonic just for the tutorial. Alright, I'm going to show you these in a sec, but now I need to show you these. Alright, this is the move tool, and it moves objects so long as you have it selected. So, select it, and you can move it along the axes. That, or you can just click off to the side and you can freely move it. But I don't want to do that. This is the scale tool. It increases or decreases the size of it. And then we have the rotate tool, and this rotates it. Once again, you can do it freely if you click off the side of it. Alright, so now that we've learned the tools and basic interface of it, we can go to these render settings, and this is just a little short render box that you can just view what you have or looking at currently without saving it to your computer. That is the render the whole project thing, like when you're done and you're ready to save it. And yeah, this is the render settings. The output, you can change the width and height to 1280 by 720 for default 720p HD. If you want it 1080p HD, it would be 1920 by 1080. But yeah, you can change the frame rate to something higher for better video quality. These are the frames that you're rendering. However many frames your animation is, you want to make it by that, like where it starts and where it ends. You want to enter those frames in. Save, this is where you save it to and what you save it as, like PNG or anything. I usually render as a PNG with alpha channel and straight alpha on. But that's just me, that's my preferences. And if you do that, it won't have a background, so you can just manipulate it however you want. Multipass, don't worry about that. Anti-aliasing. This improves quality by a landslide. I usually put it at 4x4. then leave everything else alone. Options, you uncheck them and check them as you have the things in your scene, or if you don't have them. I would just put this at 1000 all the time. Stereoscopic, that's for like 3D, like Avatar or something. Or that's like old school 3D. They don't really use those glasses anymore. This is effects. I mean, they've got global illumination is a really common one, and it's really powerful. It makes it look feel somewhat more realistic, but it increases the render time. So that's the render output thing, whatever you call it. I really don't know the names. I'm sorry. I'm just making up stupid names, but sorry I don't know the name. Alright, so this is the timeline that you create animations with. If you're at a place that you want to start the animation, and this is how you want to start it, you can go ahead and hit a keyframe button, and then go ahead however many frames that you want, and change how it looks, or something about it, I don't know. And you can hit the keyframe button again, and what that does is it tells it that there's going to be a change in between those keyframes, and there is, it's moving. And also you can move the keyframe, which you can see right here, so that it makes it a longer video or a shorter video. And that's the basics of that. You can also change the rotation or where it is by right here. You can make it 90, and then you can hit apply, and it'll change it. And you can also change the size, like the scale. But yeah, it's basically that. These are kind of self-explanatory. Don't think that you can render it from file, save as, because that's not going to work. I made that mistake when I was new at it. But anyway, these are self-explanatory, like I said. These are just different things that we've already seen. Some of it's different. And you will see all of this in future tutorials in that pack that I sent you. Yeah, I hope you guys benefited from this tutorial in some way. And I want to show you one more thing, and it is very important. Can't believe that I almost forgot this, but the materials. The materials, all you do to create one is you go either double click right here where there isn't a material, or you can click create new material. And materials basically change the color or the reflectiveness or similar things to that. You can double click the material, and you can change these, add stuff to them. I'm going to put reflection on, and I'm going to change the texture to Fresnel because this is a very nice reflection thing. I don't really use specular, but I'm going to change the color though to a red, deep red color. And then once you're done creating your material, you can drag it on your object, or you can drag it onto the name of the object. As you see, it changes it. And I just hit a quick render. And it's not too reflective, but if you were to add lights to your scene and then turn on global illumination, it would look real. But yeah, check out the editing pack in the description for different sites and the best places you can go for tutorials. And I don't know, that's basically it. I hope you learned something. Just under 9 minutes. Alright guys, this is Tristan, and I'll talk to you guys later.